Reimagining the Future of the School of Business and Management. This is our presentation on strategic rebranding proposal. It's prepared for the School of Business and Management for the State University of New York at Brockport. My name is Alian Asif.
With Brandon Alcerreca.
Hi, I'm Latoria Thomas.
I'm Connor Cook.
And I'm Fabely Romero.
Project overview. Our purpose for this project was to evaluate the School of Business and Management's current brand. It was to identify the strengths and opportunities we have to offer, develop a future folks branding strategy as well. Our deliverables was our brand audit, our future brand strategy, and our integrated communication plan. We used our research methods of a stakeholder survey, a faculty interview, a competitor analysis, a brand audit, and a marketing frameworks.
Introduction. So as competition among business schools continues to increase, developing a strong and recognizable brand has become more important than ever. Our goal was to evaluate School of Business and Management's current brand, identify its strengths and opportunities for improvement, and develop recommendations that enhance its long-term competitiveness and value for stakeholders.
Stakeholder analysis. The first step in developing a successful rebranding strategy was identifying the school's key stakeholders. Understanding who influences the school and how they currently perceive the brand provides the foundation for all future branding decisions. So as you can see, this diagram shows a bar chart in descending order. 22 survey respondents representing internal and external stakeholders. While this is a diverse group of stakeholders, only a select group participated. Most respondents were current students with contributions from alumni, faculty and staff, prospective students, parents, and community members. This representation established a strong basis for assessing a school's brand awareness and familiarity. Brand awareness. This is a pie chart diagram. As you can see, the survey found that 81.8% of respondents were aware of the school before completing the survey. This indicates strong awareness among current stakeholders while identifying opportunities to increase visibility among prospective students and other future stakeholder groups. Brand familiarity. This is a 5-point scale diagram with 1 being the lowest and 5 being the highest. Beyond awareness, respondents also reported a strong level of familiarity with the school, with 54.5 indicating they were very familiar. These findings suggest the school had developed meaningful relationships with its stakeholders and a strong foundation for future branding efforts.
Brand attributes and benefits. Our attributes was affordable tuition, business programs, internships, experimental learning, community engagement, and supportive culture. Our benefits was business knowledge, professional skills, networking, career readiness, and confidence. This is our associative network model. As you can see, it includes academic excellence, career readiness, affordable and accessibility, personal growth, and then the SUNY Brockport, community connections, supportive environment, and experiential learning. It all revolves around the School of Business and Management. And as you can see, they all branch off to separate sections where it shows, like, for example, academic excellence shows diverse programs, career readiness shows career preparation, affordable and accessibility shows an affordable tuition and public university value. Personal growth shows us leadership development and confidence that you can gain. SUNY Brockport, it's a trusted public university. It's well known. Community connections, you get local business partnerships and networking opportunities. And for our supportive environment, we have faculty support, mentorship, and then student services we have to offer. And then for our experiential learning, we have our internships and hands-on projects that we can learn from. Brand positioning. Our statement was affordable, student-centered public business school, and its focus on career readiness through academic excellence and experiential learning. Our brand strengths are accessibility, high-value education, hands-on learning and internships, supportive faculty, and personalized learning. Our competitive position is competing on affordability and student experience rather than prestige. It also appeals to students seeking practical, career-focused business education. Target audience. Our primary target audience is recent high school graduates, transfer students, MBA students, recent graduates and working professionals, students seeking an affordable career-focused education. And then our secondary, we have our parents and families, employers and internship partners, our alumni, community organizations, faculty, and staff. Our target audience values. They value affordable tuition. Affordable tuition, I have repeated multiple times because when it comes to School of Business and Management, everyone thinks expensive. But we want to make our image that we're affordable and we offer hands-on learning and internships. Our faculty is nice and it provides mentorship, and we provide career readiness and professional development.
So for our competitor analysis, we compared SUNY Brockport School of Business and Management with 5 regional business schools, and we found that all 6 institutions hold the AACSB accreditation, which is considered the gold standard for business education worldwide. So while schools like the University of Buffalo and RIT have a stronger national recognition, they have that, and a larger internship network, Brockport distinguishes itself through its affordability, strong employer connections in the Rochester region, and an excellent return on investment. So points of parity. So points of parity are the features that prospective students expect every quality business school to provide. So like its competitors, Brockport offers its AACSB accreditation, undergraduate and graduate business programs, internship opportunities, career services, experiential learning, faculty mentorship, student organizations, and study abroad opportunities. So these shared characteristics allow Brockport to remain competitive within the regional higher education market, but they also do not differentiate the school from its competitors. So while Brockport shares many similarities with competing business schools, it also has several important points of difference. So one of its greatest advantages is that it's in a location near Rochester. It's outside of Rochester. It's located in Brockport, which provides students with strong connections to employers in accounting, finance, manufacturing, government, and other industries. Brockport also delivers a strong return on investment by combining affordable tuition with a rigorous career-focused education. Finally, we recommend that School of Business and Management continue differentiating itself by expanding experiential learning opportunities and developing future initiatives, such as the Sales Excellence Center and a risk management program. And we've spoken to Professor Sav about that, so we're aware of that. So this would further distinguish the school within the region.
Now it comes to brand resonance, which we have performance, judgment, feelings, loyalty, and engagement. With performance is no longer defined as brand prestige, but by specialization and tech agility, as proven by the volatile 2026 business school rankings. There is a chart I provided in the report regarding that. Rather than relying on isolated tech experiments, leading institutions are achieving modern AACSB compliance through permanent curriculum-wide AI integration. Now with judgment, human judgments remain the irreplaceable pillar of business leadership, transforming raw data and AI metrics info, definitive strategic action. By training leaders to navigate ambiguity and operate with legal frameworks, business schools cultivate the critical insight that formulaic automation simply cannot replicate. Now with feelings, a School of Business and Management delivers unmatched student security by replacing career ambiguity with structured ROI. recession resistance, and corporate pipelines. By embedding professional networking directly into the academic architecture, the curriculum systematically converts social connections into lifelong economic mobility. And lastly, with loyalty and engagements, brand engagement involves active experimental participation from students and alumni. Well, brand loyalty represents a long-term commitment that transforms individuals into lifelong advocates by focusing on emotional attachment and high perceived value. Departments can convert students and alumni into active supporters, driving recruitments and corporate partnerships.
So for the digital presence audit, the picture we have here is the main SUNY Brockport website, which was kind of the head of the audit. Some of the strengths were that it was very professional and informative. As you can see, everything's laid out pretty nice and neat. It matches the general layout and color scheme of the main SUNY Brockport website. And the same kind of goes for the Instagram, TikTok, and LinkedIn for all the social media. It fits the current brand identity well, and it does a good job of conveying information, but all of that does have some room for improvement. As far as the social media, it could be a lot more engaging. There's not a lot of content beyond just normal informative updates with like a student feature here and there. There could be a lot more entertaining videos on those social medias to give prospective students a more memorable image of SUNY Brockport, specifically the School of Business and Management, and then brand differentiation that kind of ties into that. SOBAM needs to be differentiated from other schools of business in the area, or it's just not going to stand out.
So our SWOT analysis summarizes the key findings from our brand audit. So Brockport's strengths include, like I said before, its AACSB accreditation, its affordable tuition, employer partnerships, and experiential learning opportunities. However, the school also faces some challenges with lower brand recognition and limited differentiation compared to its competitors. But looking ahead, there are opportunities to expand employer partnerships, strengthen AI and technology initiatives, and develop specialized programs such as the professional sales and risk management programs that SUNY Brockport or SOBAM is interested in implementing. At the same time, Brockport must continue adapting to increase competition and changing enrollment trends.
So for key brand problems and opportunities, as we already touched on, very limited brand differentiation. Like if you look back at the main website, it's just a picture, like a stock photo of a girl looking at computer monitors. It's nothing unique to SUNY Brockport or SOBAM. So something to take the place of that will give a distinct image of the School of Business and leave a lasting image in prospective students' minds would be really beneficial. Another way to differentiate would be career outcomes. If you show the outcomes of some successful students that went to Brockport in the past, it will give this mental association of success with Brockport, as people have seen examples of successful students firsthand. And then the social media opportunities we already touched on, just more content overall and more distinct content that gives Brockport a unique identity. And then the biggest one is a greater emphasis on real world experience. There's plenty of real world opportunities at Brockport. It's definitely one of the strengths that we've got. Lots of internships, student led organizations, and other experiential learning opportunities. And that's a big difference maker, setting Brockport aside from other schools of business.
Desired future brand strategy. Based on the survey findings and faculty interview, the school should continue building a brand that emphasizes academic excellence, meaningful connections, innovation and AI, as well as career readiness. Strengthening these associations will help differentiate the school while reinforcing its reputation as a high-quality, student-centered business program.
Based on our research, we recommend positioning SOBAM as a highly respected, career-focused business school that prepares students through academic excellence, experiential learning, strong employer partnerships, rather than competing directly with larger universities on prestige or on research funding. Brockport should continue emphasizing its affordability, strong return on investment, and practical education. By building on these strengths, SOLUM can strengthen its reputation and provide greater value for students, employers, alumni, and the university in general.
Now, when it comes to core branding strategy, we started off with brand purpose. A school's brand purpose defines its fundamental why. Beyond tuition and salaries, anchoring institutional culture and curriculum in societal impact and transformational leadership. By transitioning Brockport University platform from Own Your Future to create lasting legacy. This proposal connects elite AACSB aligned academic rigor with frictionless affordability to drive regional economic mobility. There is a logo I did create for this that represents it, that did align well, so that is in the report. For brand promise, by shifting from a traditional regional model to the borderless executive promise, Brockport University's business school positions itself as an affordable, ultra agile training ground for multinational management. This bold contract replaces rigid textbooks with live market scaling, guaranteeing students global corporate access and a portfolio-driven graduation without private university debt. Now, when it comes to brand personality, Brockport's business schools positions its brand personality at the intersection of public university grit and elite AACSB precision, entirely discarding abstract theory for real-time marketing agility, merging the everyday hero and the sage archetypes. This strategy leverages a corporate visual identity and bold typography to mirror the resilient, data-driven identity of its students. Now, lastly, when it comes to brand values, Brockport's brand values act as an operational filter, transforming the standard transactional tuition model into a psychological partnership focused on social economical mobility. By systematically injecting ethical technology, practical innovation, and accessible excellence info into the curriculum, the school directly answers Gen Z's demand for transparent ROI while unlocking premium corporate pipelines.
Our mission, vision, and value proposition. So our vision was emotional value, how much we mean to, people who want to pursue the School of Business and Management, the functional value, and then the mission, vision, values of why they should choose School of Business and Management and what we have to offer. For example, the internships, it was the faculty helping you, and then the career-driven focus, the confidence-ness, it all goes hand in hand together of our mission, vision, and value proposition.
So for some of the new brand elements we created, here's kind of a prototype of the website with some of the new brand elements. You can see the new logo is that whole image that replaces the old stock photo of the girl looking at the monitors. It's got the arrow over the M to represent career and personal growth. And the new symbol is just the SOBAM part of that full logo. So there's continuity between the logo and the symbol. It stays together. And then the new slogan, where business gets real, it's simple, it sticks, it's easy to remember, and it conveys the real world business readiness that we want to emphasize as a new brand. And then the brand mantra is real world business readiness. It's more of an internal guiding message, but it replaces the old text that was there, which it talked about the different classes that were available at Brockport, and it was just a little bit vague. And this seems a bit more personal and memorable for the new brand identity that we're trying to achieve.
So our communication objectives. So our communication objectives are designed to support the future brand positioning we just discussed. So while our phase one audit found that SOBAM has many competitive strengths, including AACSB accreditation, affordable tuition, employer partnerships, and experiential learning opportunities, and etc., these strengths are not always communicated effectively. So our goal is to increase brand awareness, highlight SOBAM's competitive advantages, strengthen stakeholder relationships, and create a more consistent and recognizable brand identity.
Target stakeholders. The survey and faculty interview identified several stakeholder groups that should be prioritized as part of the school's rebranding efforts. I grouped them into two groups: priority stakeholders, which consist of prospective students, current students, and employers, and secondary stakeholders, which consist of alumni, parents and families, donors, and community partners. While maintaining relationships with current stakeholders remains essential, future branding initiatives should focus on attracting prospective students, strengthening employer partnership, and increasing alumni and community engagement to support long-term growth.
Now, when it comes to communication theme, there's three headlines I chose, which is built for business, driven by purpose, where market strategy meets real world impact, and master the insight to lead, the character to transform. So these themes highlight career readiness. So we get you prepared for that so you don't feel like you have to stress out about what career to do. Professional excellence. Well, that's the best that we could deliver for you. What we could propose for the students to feel professional about it, but also excellent material. Then we have purpose-driven leadership. We can't go wrong with leadership. You have to become a leader. You have to own, like they say, own your future, which is why I created the Create Lasting Legacy, so you can own the leadership. Then we have the AACSB quality, has to be perfect. And lastly, we have the regional impact. If there's no impact that they could feel safe and everything and great, then we're not doing as they want. So we want to prepare them for the greatest impact of all time.
Our brand voice. Brand voice, we want to be professional, confident, student-centered, innovative, authentic, and career-focused. When we want to bring in students, we want to show we have professionalism and so we can speak confidently and that we believe in our students.
So for communication channels, there's a lot of different opportunities available. As far as traditional media, we've got brochures, posters, banners, and billboards. This is going to be primarily targeted at prospective students trying to build brand awareness, just let people know the college exists. And then as far as digital media, this is going to be the most used option. It's the cheapest and best way to reach mass amounts of people. We've got our website, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, and email, and different media channels can be used for different stakeholder groups. And then as far as events and experiences, there's career fairs, alumni networking, employer panels, and student showcases. These are great ways to build lasting impacts with students. It's events that they can see the value that Brockport can provide to them as far as real world opportunities and career growth. And these ones will be the least common, but potentially the most beneficial. And then just a sample communication content. This is the same picture as earlier, just without the superimposed text boxes. It's a potential new website that's a bit more differentiated from the current one.
Communication timeline is designed to roll out the new brand in phases rather than all at once. So the first step is launching SOBAM's new brand identity through the updated logo, the slogan, and all the messaging. Next, the school would update its website and social media to create a consistent digital presence. After that, marketing efforts would focus on promoting internships, employer partnerships, and student success stories. So finally, SOBAM would continue strengthening its stakeholder relationships through alumni engagement, employer events, and community outreach while evaluating the effectiveness of the campaign over time.
Expected outcomes. So our expected outcomes was stronger brand equity, increased enrollment, greater employer engagement, improve stakeholder relationships, and enhance competitive position. Conclusion. Our key takeaways were strong foundation, clear opportunities, strategic recommendations, and sustainable long-term growth that we can get from the School of Business and Management.
Thank you all for watching. Thank you, Professor, and have a great night.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
all. Goodbye.